themselves. With that, I'll turn to the ranking member.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I would ask that my written opening statement be entered in the record. We just commemorated Memorial Day. I personally attended a ceremony at the Milwaukee War Memorial. It's called the Field of Flags. 27,316 Wisconsinites have paid the ultimate price, over 1 million Americans. We commemorated the 80th anniversary of D-Day. I feel that the men and women that serve us in the military are just the finest among us. Just being able to step up the plate and make that sacrifice, be willing to serve, is honorable. And again, I can't express my gratitude enough to those who do that. I wish, as we started this investigation, I wish at this point I could say that the chairman's just incorrect. He's overstating the case. But I can't say that. I was hoping that things were turning around, that this was in the past. I can't say that's the truth. I was hoping that the assurances given us months ago that they took that everybody in the Coast Guard took this seriously, that they're going to be completely transparent. They had to change the culture, and they recognize that the only way to change the culture is through disclosure and accountability. I wish all that was true, but it hasn't turned out to be that way. We were told that there were 25 to 30,000 pages of responsive documents. We received about 17,000, and I did talk to an Admiral yesterday. It wasn't the most pleasant conversation, and I suggested the only way to get through this hearing with integrity is to turn over the remaining of those documents unredacted. We obviously didn't get thousands. Apparently we've got about 1,000 pages, but in a redacted form. This is what we get. There's a good one. This is not full transparency. And I've been doing investigations now for a number of years. This isn't why I came to the Senate, but I got put into this role. And you almost think that they must provide conferences or workshops for members of the executive branch, how to avoid complying with congressional oversight requests. It's the exact same runaround, the exact same runaround. Again, we're going to take it seriously. You're going to be fully transparent. We're going to come clean. And, well, we can't show you that. That's a sensitive document. So why don't you come on in camera and you can review it. Can't take copies. You can take some notes. It's just all part of the runaround. It's all part of running out the clock. And I know certainly yesterday my phone call with the Admiral, he could see the growing frustration on my part of how, and this is on a bipartisan basis. This is, departments, agencies within both administrations, both Democrat and Republican, just completely ignore our constitutional responsibility and, quite honestly, their responsibility to provide these documents and this information to Congress, which means to the American public. American people. This has to get fixed. And I appreciate that the chairman has been dogged in his pursuit of this. I think it's going to require subpoenas, requires a hearing like this to lay this all out. I wish it didn't have to be so. I wish all those assurances would have been true, but they haven't been. So again, I'm not looking forward to this hearing. I'm not. But it's absolutely necessary. And the sooner that the Coast Guard comes clean, becomes fully transparent, holds people accountable, as unpleasant as that will be, the only way you can change the culture, the only way this can be fixed and that the finest among us can feel safe at the academy and in service to this country is with truth, transparency, and accountability. That's what we're trying to do in this committee, is provide a forum for that kind of accountability. So again, I appreciate you doing this investigation, this hearing, and I just hope and pray that the truth is revealed and accountability is restored and integrity is restored. Thank you.
Thanks, Senator Johnson. I'll introduce the witnesses. The Honorable Admiral Linda Fagan is the 27th